Where we go. Hey, Ricky, you're early. First one on. Not a lot moving so far this morning. Neptune obviously selling off still. Maybe look for a bounce. Microalgo, not seeing a catalyst, but we'll see. SolarWind Holdings, recent IPO, below the VWAP pulling back. Yeah, we're just going to wait for something to present itself. Hey, Mark, how are you today? Hey, Fark. On Microalgo, I'm not seeing a catalyst on it, but it is up. Good relative volume. It's up 36% on the day. Let's see what happens. Well, I'm not seeing one. I checked earlier, I'm not seeing it. Has a catalyst dropped since? Because I'm not seeing anything. Oh yeah, it's dropped. I looked at this earlier, but couldn't find anything. So the catalyst dropped at 8, 8, so 25 minutes ago. Microalgo launches knowledge-enhancing backtracking search algorithm to improve efficiency, accuracy, and adaptability of problem solving for decision support of research institutions. Hey Joel, I hope you're well. And at the end of the day, Park, you don't have to understand what the catalyst is. You just have to understand that there is one. You're not interested in the company. You don't have to be an expert in the company. Your expertise should be in price action. You're interested in the price action. Oh, look at this. It looks like we've got a nice support level at the $0.25. Finding support at the $0.25. The VWAP is at 23 and change. Let's see how we get on today. It's still below the VWAP though, Fark. I mean, yeah, it popped up between 4 and 6. It looked interesting, but since it's below the VWAP, I'll wait for this to get back above the VWAP. Just me. It worked for me yesterday. Being patient and trading only good setups worked for me yesterday, so that's what I'm going to do today. I actually ended up with a day over goal yesterday. So traded only two stocks, and ended up over goal. So just got away from that losing streak. I'll wait. Feeling lightheaded. Don't know why. Let's get green. Let's go green. Absolutely, Ricky. Let's let yesterday be the beginning of a winning streak, shall we say? Be nice. Even the markets are green today. Check it out. Breaking highs as we speak. The Spider S&P 500, or SPY, it's often known as an ETF that tracks the S&P 500. So that's currently up, what, 0.37%. And I knew it has pulled back. We hit a crucial level. I'll show you on the daily here, guys. So we hit a crucial level. If you look at where we've hit here, we've traded in this range here. But yesterday we pulled all the way down, and this dotted line, white dotted line here is yesterday's closing price. You can see it was also the support where we got on it back at the end of June as we pulled back there. So it's a key support level. If we on a retracement there, we pulled all the way back here. We need to have a bit of a bounce. Would be nice on the SPY. If you look at it on a longer term, we're still on the upwards trend. It's still a longer term upwards trend. If you look at the bottom of the market in October, we're still trending upwards. We're still very bullish in terms of the longer term, but this is a little bit concerning a few people, shall we say. So the important support from June, we need to find a bounce there, and it looks like it's found one so far. It looks like it's trying to bounce. So let's see if we can't move up, create some new highs. Hey, time. Good morning, or evening, or afternoon, wherever you are, Alberto. Hey, Greg. Morning to you, buddy. So remember, let's get the hey, Alistair. No silly trades today. I know you've started off well, but look, the good thing, the bad thing about having a nice long winning streak is it comes to an end and it's depressed. And usually when it comes to an end, it's because you've done something stupid. From my own personal experience, this is what I've experienced: is you've got too complacent, you've got too overconfident, or whatever it is, you've gone bigger size or whatever it is, got greedy, and you end up with a red day. The unfortunate thing is red days are inevitable. You cannot. I just had 4 in a row, which I didn't like for 1 minute, but it happens. So, like any streak, my red streak came to an end yesterday. Unfortunately, you know, every good green streak comes to an end as well. And what you've got to do is learn from it and build a new green streak. And that's what I like to do. Is so yesterday, first green day of many, I'm hoping. So today will be the beginning of a streak. I'll take a look at it for you, Ricky. So Rocket Lab USA, no, there's not a big spike at all, buddy. I don't know what chart you're looking at. But Rocket Lab, there's 27,000 shares, 28,000 shares, nobody trading it. There's no spikes. You had the algorithmic spikes at 8 o'clock. Happens to every stock, but there's no range, there's no volatility, there's no volume, there's no trade. So where am I, Bards? I'm sat here in my office. Where are you? If you're wondering where I'm, well, I'm actually in the Philippines right now. I'm trading from the Philippines. Ah, no worries. Well, that's what I'm watching. It's 545 is kind of a key level. It's looking like it's a key level. If you look at it, I'll just put a nice little horizontal so you can see it clearer. So it's horizontal at 545. It's back here, lots of times here, here, here. So just under the $0.50. It's the $0.50 resistance level. 545 is kind of arbitrary, but it's the $0.50 resistance level. But yeah, it does seem to be key, that one, for sure, Alistair. Hey, Vols, how was the flight? Is the dog with me? No, I'm not in Manila. I wouldn't. I don't like Manila. It's a bit of a toilet, so I stay away from Manila. But I'm more. What's the word I'm looking for? Provincial. Yeah. And yes, the dog is with me. Some fun. She's actually right here. Well, they come through nice and clear every day, Greg. If ever you see them fuzzy, then just tweak your resolution on YouTube. Well, that's what you want from a flight there, Vols. Every time you get on a flight, if it's uneventful, it's a successful flight. Nothing moving right now. Let's have a look at BTM. Talking of uneventful, the market's uneventful at the moment. The Bitcoin Depot, no, I will get that. Lucid. Barcoding. Billy. Again, it's gapped up, but there's no volume, no range. So, yeah, nothing moving right now, guys. Morning, Stone Cold. Good to see you, buddy. So, Friday, welcome to the last day of the week. Well, last weekday of the week. Obviously, we've got the weekend as well. So, but Chinese stock seems to be moving up this morning. Not huge amounts, but you've got the direction daily Chinese ETFs up quite a bit. We've got XPair, we've got Alibaba is up, we've got Microalgo is up, obviously. It's another Chinese stock. We've got IonQ, Neo. So yeah, Pinduoduo. A lot of the Chinese stocks have made a move to the upside. Well, there you go, stock trader. What's the YouTube? Day Trade with Tony. You can just go into my profile. There's a link to my YouTube in my profile there. Some fun. Just click on my face. Go into my profile and you go straight to there's a YouTube link. Go into the link tree and there's a link to my YouTube right there. Guys, let's get that like count up on YouTube. Let's get the like count up on TikTok as well. Let's tap the screen a few times on TikTok. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. It really helped yesterday. We got over nearly 60 likes yesterday, which is effectively had a $100 for every like. So nice one. Shut up, Vols. Don't be using that kind of language on this channel. Seriously, Vols. You'll get booted. You'll get kicked. That kind of language we don't want that. on this channel. A minute till I feed the hound. 3,000 likes on TikTok or 50 likes on YouTube, or both. So if you get 50 likes on YouTube, I'll feed the hound, the hairy beast. And what was interesting last night, I thought actually for the last 2 nights, there's a stray dog, a local stray dog, and he just had a litter of puppies not long ago, and so she keeps visiting the property. So I open the door first thing in the morning, let my dog out, and there's her with 4 pups, trying to adopt us. Go figure. Morning, Cal. Welcome back, Neith. What about trading? Equities, buddy. Equities, stocks and shares. So we don't do crypto or forex or any kind of derivative like futures, or we don't do commodities. It's purely stocks and shares, equities. That's all we're trading. Abracadabra. Sorry, I've butchered your name, but I'm not even going to apologise. I just did, but there you go. So ET, no. Let's see if microalgo is going to do anything. The top mover this morning, not really. Not got it didn't have a catalyst. It does now. It didn't have a catalyst this morning, but it's got a new product out. So microalgo is divided into 2 segments: central processing algorithm services and intelligent chips and services. There you go. Hong Kong and Singapore. It's a Chinese company. All the company's net revenues were generated in the People's Republic of China, Hong Kong, and Singapore. Oh. Seems that the Chinese stocks are the ones that are moving today. The Yin ETF is up. Well, it's the second biggest mover. I mean, I'm not trading ETFs simply because they're a derivative. We've got SolarWind Holdings, recent IPO, is the 3rd biggest mover this morning, but and it's choppy sideways at the minute. We've got Bilibili, Xpeng, we've got Crenshaws, IonQ, Alibaba, OpenDoor, Neo. Yeah, most of the Chinese stocks this morning so far. Yes, I was, Voss. I was. You swore at me. You used a nasty swear word that's no longer allowed on this channel. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, ask around. You might have missed the first couple of days of the week. In fact, I didn't do anything. Yeah, 3 days in a row, I traded a certain stock, and it's no longer allowed on this channel for a reason, because it did me dirty. So you mentioned it, and that's swearing in my book. I think everybody will agree with me. I mean, Vol swore out by mentioning that bad word, didn't he? Who agrees with me? You know what the word was, Fark. And not the kind that I like either, Cal. Not the kind that I like. Ah. Tesla. Breaking highs. Nvidia up nicely, breaking highs. Amazon up nicely, breaking highs. So the mega caps are all having a good day at the moment. So it's Chinese stocks and mega caps by the looks of it. Oh, shut up, Alistair. No one asked for your opinion. Exactly, Fark. That's exactly what we're talking about. Well, we'll see. I mean, they didn't raise it yesterday, so, well, on Wednesday. But the problem is that they didn't raise the interest rates, but the market sold off all the same, just because of the outlook. They did say that there is a possibility, a high likelihood they will raise it one more time this year. I said weeks ago that it'll probably be November before we see any movement on the interest rate, and let's see what happens in October. It's probably going to be November before we see anything. We won't see it next month. I very much doubt we'll see it next month. I think it'll be stagnant next month as well. And then in November we'll get a small rate hike, maybe 0.25% or something like that, and then they'll probably look to start bringing the rates down if we see continued reduction in inflation. Yeah, well, there you go. So Monday you'd have seen me take a bit of a hit, then again on Tuesday and Wednesday. To be fair, I didn't get hit bad this week. I just consistently got hit. So didn't have a good start to the week, the first 3 days of this week, but also on Friday. So four red days in a row. Managed to put that to bed yesterday. So we're now back in the green. Still got a drawdown to recover, so we should be able to recover that today if we get to go. Not the priority right now. Priority is get green and stay green, Tori. Carl, look, they just keep on printing money. If I did that, I'd be arrested for counterfeit for grand larceny. Since the dollar is no longer, it's imaginary. The US dollar is imaginary. It's not tied to the value of the US dollar is not tied to anything anymore. Since it was decoupled from gold, they used to have this huge holding of gold in Fort Knox, and how much gold they had was, it would back the dollar. It was basically made the dollar strong because they had all this gold. And then the advent of the petrodollar came along, and now the US is losing its grip on the petrodollar, so the dollar no longer has any weight. It has no value in real terms, and particularly when they start printing money like they do, so basically making money out of nothing. If I did that, I'd be arrested. I'd be locked up for years. Used to be that if you didn't matter where you were in the world, if you wanted to buy or sell oil, no matter which country you were or which country you're buying or selling to or from, then you had to do it in US dollars, and the US took a cut of it. $1.80 a litre. It's like here it's about $1.20 equivalent to. The problem with digital currency, you're saying digital currency allowed governments to print just the same. It'll allow anybody to print just the same, not just governments. That's the worry of digital currency. There'll be no controls over it. That's the problem with digital currency. Yeah, Cal, think yourself lucky. The UK and Ireland, the price at the pump there is shocking in comparison to what you're getting. You're getting off light. Like, I'm glad I'm away from it. Fake out there. Got in for the break of the $0.50. Key level there was 545, but I didn't want to get in with the $0.50 resistance, and take me out a little bit. I'm waiting for the break of the $0.50. So now the my average cost is less than the $0.50 now, so nice move up, good volume. Retest the highs up there at 575, and I'll be going home early, but I'm already home, so we'll see. Yeah, gas and electric prices were stupid. What was strange was they blamed it on the Ukraine conflict, which I couldn't imagine. You know, electricity prices went up because the majority of electricity is considered renewable or whatever, green or you know, the electricity goes through the national grid and whatnot in Ireland. But there's a company in Ireland, is a green energy company, and that's the big selling point. It's all green energy, renewable energy. They call themselves Electricity. They've got windmills up and down the country, which is what the majority of the energy that they provide. And they put the prices up like 40%. Blamed it on the Ukraine crisis. I'm like, what? How can you blame that on the Ukraine crisis? All the other energy suppliers are blaming the price of gas at the power plants. But you've got windmills. What is Ukraine stopping you getting wind off the west coast of Ireland now? I mean, it just makes no sense. It just shows it's all one big, you know, pissing pot. Scandalous. Nobody wants him in for another term. Nobody wanted him in for this term. Let's put facts out there, Cal. The only reason that he got in is protest vote. They didn't vote for him. They voted against Trump. That's how he got in. Nobody wanted him in office. I mean, the guy's creepy AF. It's clearly senile. They certainly don't want him to have a second term. So. Yeah, he only got in the first place as a protest vote. Well, Ireland's big on the whole, you know, green penny. It's green economy and, you know, protecting the environment and all this kind of stuff. It's called the Emerald Isle, so of course it's everything's green in Ireland. But the fact that the company is a predominantly wind power, and they hike the prices 40% and blame the lack of the hiking gas prices, just made no sense at all. It just basically showed that they're a shower of con men. What they do is they provide power into the national grid, and you buy it wholesale from them. They buy it back wholesale from the national grid. So you're not buying the power they provide, you're buying just out of a general pissing pot for them all to make money with. That's all it is. Well, it doesn't make it, the EV market, when you actually do crunch the numbers, it doesn't make sense, because you've got to power it. Take some off. You still got to power that. You find the power from somewhere. I'll take all of that off. That's a nice stride. Don't mind buying this dip. It pulls back to kind of 575. Interesting to see this over 6, or is it going to get rejected? Not quick enough to take the initial amount, but look, we'll come back to that. I'll take that. Oh, good lord, the Cheeto Man. Well, Americans don't love the Cheeto Man. He's half of them love him and half of them don't. He's very, very divisive, bipolar, you know? A bit like his personality. I don't trade the Hong Kong. I don't trade anything, any other markets except the NYSE and the NASDAQ. There's not enough volume on those markets, therefore. You get the volume on the US exchanges. That's from a retail perspective. That's where the volume is. Well, to be fair, oil prices, I mean, the price of fuel has gone up and up and up and up. And you look at the profits that the oil companies are making, fuel companies are making, you know, record profits. And I'm not talking, okay, they've gone from 10% profit to 12% record profits. No, they're making like 50, 60, 70% profits, increases in profits, which is scandalous. It's profiteering, which used to be illegal. And it's being set up by the various governments that are allowing them to do that, because they've all got the people in government have got fingers in those pies. They've got they're holding shares in those oil companies. It's one big Ponzi scheme that they're all part of. Well, that's all hyperbole and rumours. There's none of that's fact, Calvus. So just be careful about that. I don't want to get demonetised for some of the stuff that you're putting out there. All rumours. Let's face it. Most elections are rigged in one way or another. Buy or sell for gold? It depends how much your wife likes, or how much your girlfriend's boyfriend's mother wants to wear gold. You got gold. If you've got a filling, then buy some gold and stick it in your teeth. Yeah, no, I'm not looking at that just yet. It is moving. I'll tell you what. I'll take a look while this is retracing. Because the volume, it's not great at the moment. Test group, but this did move up. It's a recent IPO. It did move up to over $200. Excuse me. Well, it hit $200 there last week. No, Monday. Excuse me, when it hit the market, Monday, it went up to $200 on very low volume, like 500,000 shares. So it's biggest volume day was yesterday, just over 1 million shares, and so it's never going to be huge volume. The spreads are surprisingly narrow. For the move that's 60 cents on the range, spreads are 15 cents, 20 cents. Okay, that's a very good question all day, and I'm sure a lot of people want to know the answer to that, okay? So the way price action works is if you look at the level 2, where you've got a series of bids and asks. So an ask is what people want to sell the shares they're holding for, and a bid is somebody that wants to buy the shares. Now, the levels that you have, think of them as stairs, as staircase, okay? And each, let's just do it in dollars for ease of illustration. So on the first stair is $1, on the next stair it's $2, on the next stair it's $3, etc., and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, if you've got very low volume, the people who are holding the shares and the people who are buying the shares are few and far between. That means there's a lack of liquidity. So you might see somebody that wants to sell shares on stair 8 at $8. And the closest anybody that wants to buy shares and is prepared to wait is on stair 2. So he's going to buy at $2, but there's no one goes. So anybody else coming into the market that wants to buy these shares, the spreads are so big because there's nobody in between wanting to buy and sell. So you come in and you try and buy it at the market, you'll buy at $8. Then the next person that wants to sell is at $10, not $9, not $9.50, not $8.50. So because of the lack of liquidity, there's big gaps between which bid and which ask there are, and that's why it can move really, really quickly on very low volume. I'm getting some reasonable volume coming in there on CCG. Range of this 74, nearly 75 cents on the range. Nice one, Ronan. Or Robin. I don't know why I called you Ronan. Just out of the corner of my eye. That's why I'm just trying to read the chat peripherally. Over 21. Like that. Well, we're getting another pullback here, so I'm like, look, these spreads are getting very rangy. So up there at 21.50, I'll take my 500. Cheers, thank you very much. Takes me to 1400 on the day. I'll just take the base hits today to lock in another green day. That's the attitude I'm taking today. So I could have gone in with big size there and have a huge exposure. So I just went in small, given the volume. I watched that after the bell. In fact, I'm going to put that on instead of swing because if we get some decent volume after the bell on that, that could really move. There is an IPO. There's technically two IPOs today, but there's only one that's been priced at the moment, and that's Turbo. Turbo Energy. So just talking about energy prices and stuff. So Turbo Energy. This Gamer Pakistan is also slated for launch today, but I don't think it's going to go because it's not even been priced yet. It might be later, but I'm not holding out. Fridays, you tend to find that you get a lot of IPOs get pushed on Fridays. But we've already got priced on Turbo Energy. So Turbo Energy is looking to launch at $5. I'm not sure what kind of volume this will get, whether it be just a damp squib. So that's IPO today. Let's see. It's cyclical. You're always going to have moments when certain sectors become buoyant and the prices go up. At the moment, the price of oil isn't directly correlated to the stock price of oil stocks for some strange reason. You think it would be. But I've seen the price of oil going up and the actual stock price of oil going down, and vice versa. So it depends on what news we get. If the specific catalyst, what you tend to find with oil, the oil sector in particular, is one stock has a good catalyst, and then you get a lot of sympathy movement with it. What is the stock that I just traded? That was CCG, recent IPO, Czech Group, or Czech Group, depending on how you pronounce it. So CHECHE. Chichi Group, there you go. I don't know how you pronounce that. Chess Group, Chichi Group. What other flavor are you having today? See. Yeah, so CCG looking like it might bounce here down at the BWAP. Morning, Greg. Good to see you, buddy. Come on, guys, you're doing me dirty. We've got 14 minutes, less than 14 minutes, in fact, to the open, and we've got less than half of you have actually hit the thumbs up button. So do me a favour, drop everything that you do. If you've got a cup of coffee, put it down gently. Don't drop it on your computer or anything like that. If you're drinking beer, shame on you. It's too early in the morning or late at night or whatever it is. Don't drink and trade, guys. I've done it. It's fun, but it's expensive. Hit that thumbs up button. You know you want to. Do it now. Smash that thumbs up button. When we get to 50 likes on the YouTube, we can feed the beast. And I'd like to get her fed her little treats. We've got these beautiful, not sponsored by. So if you're watching Local Legends, you know, you can send me a few of these and I'll keep promoting your product. We're not sponsored by them, but this can you hear her? Can you hear her? She's asking for it already. So we'll feed the beast if we get to 50 likes. You have to wait. Well, we've only look. There's 30 odd of you that haven't hit the thumbs up button. So you know, a fifth of you. Just smash that thumbs up button. We get to 50 likes. We can feed it before the bell comes in. How are we doing on TikTok? How many likes do I have? I've not seen. I can't see. Pulling back, micro algo pulling back. It's not. It can be. It flaming well was when I was doing it. To be fair, I was in a happy place last year. I was in a happy place. I was in a good place. So I think I lost about 18 grand or something that day. Not a good idea. I did more. What figure? There we go. There we go. And here she is. Poor baby. Waiting for her little treats. There she is. Everybody say hello to Miyako. There you go. Everybody say hello to Miyako. She's waiting for her treats now. That we've just got 50 likes. So here you go, Miyako. There you go. There's a good girl. Here you go. Have another one. There you go. Good girl. She's a good girl. She is. So that's the beast fed. Yeah, I was looking at that early, but Solowin Holdings, another recent IPO. We'll see what happens. Miyako says, thank you very much, people, for supporting the stream by those likes and trading. She's the best trading buddy, I've got to be honest. Yeah, you're a good girl, aren't you? Eh? You're a good girl. Since I got here, I've been feeding her this dog food. It's local, and I'm having to change it because the breath really it stinks, and she just love to give you an affectionate wash, you know. So yeah, for the VWAP bounce to be effective, you need good volume. So just putting that out there, Robin. Yeah, if you want the VWAP bounce to be really effective, you need good volume, but there's no volume on it. Okay, so we've got like 9,000 on that candle, 4,500 on this candle. We're halfway through the camp. So, relatively speaking, when you look at the difference between these, where we traded it here, where it made big moves, over 100,000 a minute. So you need for a VWAP to go in for a VWAP bounce. You need to be getting it at least 10-15,000 a minute, I would say, minimum, depending on the float of the stock as well and the liquidity of the stock. But micro algo, nearly 4 million shares today. It normally, just to put this into context, this is why I say relative volume is important. Micro algo has done 3.9 million, on its way to 4 million shares traded today. It's normally does 25,000, just 25.7 thousand shares per day. So to go from 25,000 per day to 4 million a day is huge relative volume. It's a 12 million flow, so it's done third of its recycled a third of its flow before the market's opened already. We've got 7 minutes, just under 7 minutes to the bell. Micro algo trying to make a pot. X-Pain trying to make a pot. Or hitting the scanners for whatever reason. Let's have a look. Ford Motor Company. What's the news on Ford? Anybody know? Let's have a look. Benzinga in the air. Tell me what is happening with Ford. So the unions will announce they've made real progress with Ford in labour talks. That's what is happening with Ford. GM, Ford and Stellantis brace for escalation of union strikes. To be fair, it's not up huge amounts, but it's top of the momentum scanner right now. 12 micro algo. Morning, Thomas. Yeah, 12.174 million. In the float, in the free float. It does have 43.8 million shares available, but that's not in the free float available to trade. So that will be shares that are held privately by company directors, investors, etc., etc. which are not officially available for trading on the open market there, Flipjob. So there's a difference between the actual free float and the shares outstanding. And that's why, because some of the shares will be privately held and not available for open trading. I did end the day green. I didn't just end the day green yesterday, I ended the day over goal as well. So a good green day yesterday. You can stick your gold in your ear. Not interested. What is it with gold? People just think they know what they're talking about and they come on and say, gold this, gold that. Well, go and join Spandau Ballet and stick your gold up your hoo-ha. Ah, right, okay. Understandable. Sometimes it doesn't show you the free float, and I just take this. If there is no free float number, then I just make the assumption that there is no privately held shares. I'll just take the full shares available as the float. I make that assumption. It's not always accurate, but you know. Hey Virgo, good to have you back, buddy. I only traded the same 2 stocks, Neith. I got a lovely pop on what was it? I'll go back and show you where I got it actually. A little bit after the bell. If I get time, I'll show you where I got the pop. There's a nice, lovely little pop on UPTD, and ended up getting 4,000 on UPTD because I went red on UPTD if you recall, and then I got 2 pops on UPTD later in the day. Finished Neptune pretty much where I left it, and made the balance on UPTD. I think you're missing a 1 off the front of that there, Cal. I've got a float of 12.174. Short float of 175k. Hey Lisa, you were a little bit late. This could be an interesting one for a gap and go. CCG, recent IPO. Avengers. I'm not even talking about Avenger. Don't even mention it to me. Well, we're in the last minute. Hey, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. We're about to hit the markets. So the market's about to open. Let's see what they've got. I'm just changing the scanners over to the regular session. And bye-bye pre-market for the last time this week. Let's see which ones are going to pop and which ones are going to drop. And let's see where we can get our own profits from. We've got about 20 seconds to the open. So get ready. There's the open. With the spreads, come on, take it with you. These spreads are awful. Like 3 cents off on the ask, and I'm like nearly 3 grand down because of the damn spreads. Those pesky spreads. Come on. 80-cent spreads, you're having a laugh. $0.93 on the range. These spreads just went so wide then. This is not one for the faint of heart. That's for sure. $20 on the ask. So we're pretty much there on the ask. $21 on the bid. Come on, let's have some decent movement with the bid. Take the bid with you. I'm glad I didn't go in heavy. I'll take that. Oh, nice. There you go, Robin. Look, I'm done with this one already. That's a nice 2.5K, but whoa. Spreads are horrible, scary. It might go higher. It's just the problem with it going higher is it's going higher, but with the ask, and then you've got like as much as 80 cents on the spread. So it's difficult to. You have to wait for the spreads to close to actually take your profit. So you're watching the action on the chart, but you've also got to watch the price action as well, because if the spreads are so wide, it looked like I was in at $20. It went up to like 20.70, and I still wasn't in profit. All right, what's going on there? Yeah, I'll leave that one. Looks like Michael Algo's trying to make a comeback. Let's have a look at Mond. Mondi Holdings. Yeah, I'm not enamored with the chart at all. It's an ugly looking chart. No free market action, but it's moving up. It's the momentum stock right now. The upside. Let's find out a little bit more about them, shall we? So Mondi approves a 30 million share repurchase program to boost shareholder value. That came out first thing this morning. Nobody interested in trading it pre-market though. Oh, that came out last night actually. After hours. So yeah, but the 8 hours stuff, nobody was interested in trading it. So I'm not interested in trading it now. It's just not got enough volume for me right now. Hey JH. Pro mining. Fubo's usually fairly reliable. Heavily traded. Very thickly traded. Fubo, I don't like trading these thickly traded stocks. I tend to find that the moves are very laborious at best. VerbTech. Oh, so just broke through that pre-market high on CCG. Have the spreads closed up? Not really. Still looking at 40 cents on the spreads. The range is over $1, so big risk, big reward on that one. Take smaller size, you might be okay, but big risk, big reward. CCG. Hey Tom, back at it. Did get filled in the end. $22. So, come on, over 22 on the ask. Take it with you. Big swings, 23.32. Big swings. If you can hear snoring, I promise you I've not fallen asleep. That is the chow. Oh my goodness, that was a horrible, horrible. So I've just dropped $1. And that's the nature of this stock. Horrible. Why am I trading it? What are you doing, stock? Come on. Come on, Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi, Chi-Chi, Chi-Chi. My name is Chi-Chi. No, I didn't press anything. That's 3 times it's done that to me. I'm gonna have to have words with my with those guys. That's not cricket at all. Cheers, mate. You're new to this channel, aren't you, buddy? Good stuff, Falls. Good to hear it, buddy. Well done. Oof. That's some good volume on this. It might be good. Anybody see anything moving? Mondi? Again? Mondi up there is breaking some highs. Don't like that last volume candle though. Should be a lack of. No, it's actually I need dark colours to so I don't blend into the background with this this green screen. That's what it is. But why would it be morning? We won 3-1. I was up until I stayed up until like 3 o'clock in the morning to watch it. You know, if you score first against Liverpool in the first half and you go 1-0 up, it's a trap. That's where it's been this last month or so. This season, in fact. Nobody trading it now. X-Pen just vomited from the open. Mondi, I'm just going to have a look at Mondi. Flat topping up at 430. Not got the volume or the momentum there right now. Let's have a look at CCG. I think they're the 3rd best team in Austria, Ian, apparently. It's, you know, it's like they say, the Farmers League. You can only beat what's in front of you. I mean, to be fair, their goal was a well-taken goal, good training ground move, and well struck. I don't think he'll strike a better ball in his career. I don't think he'll hit a better ball in his career that way. He'll probably get himself a move to the actual Bundesliga on the back of that one goal. Good stuff, Niall. I didn't see that comment, but well done, buddy. Well done. Green week, lock in a green week. Go and celebrate. Enjoy your weekend. Great to see. Yeah, I can't trade that. Lavio. Now let's have a look at some of these recent IPOs. ARM selling off. Raise Bio, no volume. Nomura Therapeutics, no volume. The Tick. Instacart. Lavio. SR Bank. So volume was all on the IPO day. We do have an IPO scheduled for later today. Not quite ready yet. Priced at $5. So it's Turbo Energy. Yeah, to $6. Test $6. Looking for $6. The market high is 609, I think. And the high of this 94, 95. Take some off before the whole dollar of 6. Take the rest off. Nice. Not trading any pair, real experience. We don't do Forex on this channel. Forex is a mug's game. This is equities only. Unless you've got $1 million account, you're not going to make any money trading Forex. So, trading stocks and shares only. Nice one. Nice one, Alistair. Nice to get another green day in there. Put your red day behind the start of a green streak, buddy. Like I said, we'll build a green streak together. Good to see you at goal again. 4 out of 5 days this week. Hey, look, it's a nice green week for you. 4 out of 5 days this week over goal, and a couple of days substantially over goal. Just the one blot on the landscape. So fair play to you, buddy. Enjoy your weekend. You've earned a nice glass of vino for that. You come back strong. Put yesterday's hardships behind you and come back strong. Good to see it. Ah, yeah. Unfortunately, Flip Jug. Unfortunately, but have a good one, Alistair. Good to see you back green. $0.10 stopping for this next fight. I know it's 20-cent range, but look, I'll take that. I'll take that. Nice 3K. Happy days. 8 days, 5 days, 10 days. It was a bloody good green streak. So the next one, we'll get into double figures, buddy. I'm determined to build up my own green streak after yesterday, so this will be day 2. It's not easy. It's not easy. I absolutely can't. Trading's not an easy game. Anybody who tells you that trading is easy is doesn't know what they're talking about. I'm green on the month of September, that is. Let me have a quick look at where we are on the week after yesterday. So, as it stands right now, it's a green week. As long as I don't give it back. You know what I've been like at the 4K mark this week. So as long as I don't give it back, I'll finish this week green. And yeah, not just green, but very close to clearing the drawdown as well. That'll be nice. We'll cover the stats off later. We're only in 20 minutes, so market's only been open. It's been terrible. If you're taking profits on it there, Robin, that's all that matters. You're always going to leave some money on the table. It doesn't matter if it's you don't get in early enough, or you get out too early, or you're always going to leave. You're never going to catch a full move. Occasionally, you might be lucky enough to catch a full move, but very rarely. More often than not, you'll leave some money on the table. It's about taking some profit, and if you can get 10, 20 cents out of each trade, then you know, job's a good one. SGBX making moves. Almost at $2 now. I'll stick with this one. There's not much between them in terms of momentum. I'll see a new higher day, so 622. Oh, I'm very close to having it. I'm very close to it. I'm very close. Oh. Now I'm going to scale back because I only need 500 bucks to get to goal. I'm just going to scale back in there. I was in about 12,500 shares there. Good stuff, Cal. Glad to hear it. Finish the week green, finish the day green. Like I'm ready to lock it up right now if I don't see another entry. I'll take a 5,700 day, a 5,500 day. Cal, that's what you want. Manage your risk. Yeah, well, I'm kind of seeing if there's a nice simple entry over 650. That was a poor fill. Will we get a new higher day? That's the question. Looking for. There we go. That's me done. Get green, stay green, get to goal, and do what? Get out, Tony. After the week I've had, finished green, not 2 green days in a row, but two green days over goal in a row. I'm happy enough with that. So, yeah, I'm done. Locking it down for the day. Montage, locked. I'll stick around for a little bit longer, but hey, why not? I've knocked the smaller account on the head, Matty, for now. I stopped trading the small account in July whilst I made the move. So I've moved to the Philippines and through August. I was going to restart it this month, but then I had some internet issues. So I probably will try and do the small account challenge again and start it again with 500, but I'll do it with Interactive instead of CMEG because the commissions will be a little bit easier on me with Interactive. So absolutely, Alan, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, 50% accuracy today in terms of the tickers, and yeah, nice move up, pretty much at the top. So I'm happy enough with that one. I'm happy enough with the day. It only takes one. Just remember, guys, it only takes one stock. Only takes one stock, only takes one trade, and that can get your goal. And this music's a bit too loud for my liking. I'll just switch it across. That one stock can get you to goal and do it. Just got to be patient and wait for the setups. Oh, I've got a 500 hotkeys as well there, Brandon. I've got 500. It starts off at 500. It's 500,000, 250, 2.5, 5,000, and I've got on the hot buttons. I've got 10, 25 as well. So I do have. On the hot buttons. I have 100, 300, 500, 1,000, 2.5, etc., etc. But I have smaller size, and I use the smaller sizes. Typically, I would use the smaller sizes if I'm trading higher cap stocks. But the point is, I don't want to be taking smaller size if I'm trying to make a reasonable amount of gains. It's all of risk and reward. I've got a larger account than most people that watch this channel will be trading with. So don't try and copy me share size wise, because I do have a larger account in behind, so it doesn't affect me emotionally the same way as it would affect somebody on a $10,000 account who to take 10,000 shares of micro algo. They'd have to be totally maxed out leverage wise and be pretty much risking a huge portion of their account. whereas that's not me. So, you know. Look, green, any green's good green, Robin. Any green's good green. So they've just gone live. Let's have a look at this IPO. My goodness, it's a $5 IPO and it's now $20. Oh no, it's 20%. It's up 20%. It went up to $7. High of $6.99. So it got up to $7. It launched, funnily enough, it launched at $6.89. So it's a $5 IPO, launched at $6.89, and now it's selling off. So this is Turbo Energy. Look, the best thing you can do on an IPO is not to jump in when it opens. You should never jump in an IPO on the first couple of candles. Even if it shoots up to the moon, don't jump in. Wait for a pullback. Very often you'll get the pullback pretty like this straight away. You'll get some liquidity comes in, and then when it starts to curl up, the way I like to trade IPOs is if it's like this, the initial reaction to the market is that it sells off and then it curls and moves back up. I'll look at what it opened up at, which is $6.90. So I won't touch this below $7 now. So if this curls and moves back up towards $7, as it breaks $7, that's when I'll look to trade something like this. But right now, it's selling, and I'm a long bias trader, and it's hard to borrow because it's an IPO, so that you'd be very lucky if a broker's going to give you any kind of shares to borrow to short it, and there you go. Jayesh, was goal always financial, or to start with, was it learning risk management, price action, etc.? No. It's always financial. Come on, let's be honest with ourselves, guys. You don't trade the stock market for fun. Yes, once you get into it, you enjoy it, which is what keeps you it gets you hooked and it keeps you there. But you start looking at the stock market as a way to make money. It's all about money. Anybody that tells you that it's not about the money is lying to you. It's about the money. Why do you go to work? If you've got a job, if you're a bricklayer, do you enjoy relaying bricks, or do you do it for the money? You do it for the money. You know, if you're there's very few true vocations in the world. And what I mean by that, there's very few occupations that people do because they love doing them. Yes, they might enjoy doing it, but the reason they're doing it is to get paid. And that's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. So, you know, maybe as a teacher, you enjoy being a teacher, or as a nurse, you've got a vocation to look after people, you know, the human sciences, things like that. But most people go to work because of money. I got into sales because I'm an engineer, for crying out loud. But I got into sales because I was earning 3 times more money in a starting position in sales than I would in a starting position in engineering and a fast track to management. So yeah, it's all about the money. All about the money, Fark. Or Jayaj. I think what's going about it's microalgo. Microalgo has already broken new highs. So we got out up here at 680. It's pulled back, nice little flag, bull flag, pull back, and then the break of new highs. It's flat topping at $7. It will break $7. There you go. And I can see blue skies ahead. As far as I can see, this is all blue skies. We've got a blue sky set up with microalgo here. Just gone up to 750. That was a nice little pop. The spreads are negligible in comparison to the range. The 32 cent range, and the spreads are like 5 cents. It's big upwick there. So and it's back below the whole dollar, so it's making a bit of a pullback. So going back to what I was saying earlier, I could have stayed in that, waited for this this pullback, the bull flag breakout there. Nice move up to 750 from 60 cents, potentially 60, 70 cents to have been made there. But I've left money on the table, and I'm happy with that because I'm overgold. So you're always, more often than not, you're going to leave money on the table. You're always going to leave money on the table. It's not more often than not. You are going to leave money on the table. So just get used to leaving money on the table. Set yourself a goal per trade, per day, per ticket, whatever, and be happy with it. Don't get greedy, because as soon as you get greedy, the market will humble you. Oh, I was mechanical engineering. I did a degree in mechanical engineering, Robin. All about the Ben Franklins, yeah. This could try again, but like I say, I'm done for the day. I'm done for the week. Phenomenal relative volume. I mean, it's approaching. It's 30 million shares traded now, and it's a 12 million float. So it's recycled its entire flow 2.5 times. It normally does 25,000 shares a day. Over the last 3 months, on average, it does 25,000. It's done 30 million today. It's phenomenal relative volume. Oh, don't worry. As long as you're green on it, boss, that's all that matters. Well, my route as a graduate, I went for a job as an engineer, and I got talked into going to a recruitment consultancy for a sales role, junior sales role, and they hired me. The recruitment consultancy hired me. So obviously I must have left an impression, and that was kind of my journey into sales. As a teenager, no, early 20s. Well, let's have a look at Ferb. Ferb OB. I got the power. So going back to what I was saying about IPOs, very often you'll sell off, and then if you wait, you get the setup. That was a pop that it would have been risky to chase. You pull back, then you start looking at. So this is where it started. And this is where you start looking. So now it went up to, so this is where it opened, 656. So $7. I said I wouldn't touch it to $7 because that's where it got rejected previously, $6.99. So I'd say, okay, $6.99, I'll take a look at this. CTEX, top mover. Chemtrails. Well, there you go. I mean, physiotherapist, that's one of those jobs that you might do it because you enjoy it. It's something that you're always interested in. You go do a PT and stuff like that. And if you're sports therapy and things like that, I know a couple of physios that got in it because they were so into sports and sports science, and they ended up going down the route of physiotherapy. And one of them is now a physiotherapist for a rugby league team that I used to play for. So go figure. But very few jobs are actual vocations. So this was 10:07. it's probably going to be a 10, maybe even a 30-minute halt, but it's probably going to be a longer halt because it's an IPO. So it could resume in a little over a minute at 10:12. So we'll just stick on this channel. There's nothing else really jumping out. Cheers, Black Eagle. No, exactly. Totally get you there, stock scanner. Well, every day's a school day, as they say, Robin. Every day's a school day. Keep learning. I'm still learning. I'm teaching people, and I'm still learning. And in fact, I'm learning off some of the people that I'm teaching as well. So I'm seeing their mistakes, spotting them, and actually adding that to my own, repertoire. That's a mistake I need to avoid. So yeah, I mean, every day's a school day. Here we go. If this is a 5-minute halt, which I've been very surprised, it should resume in about 5 seconds. So usually IPO first couple of halts are a lot longer. And there you go. So it'd probably be about a 15-20-minute halt, maybe 10. But I'll come back and take a look at it in another 5 minutes time. I've got a just over $7 resumption, 702 at the moment. It looks like a 30-cent gap up, $30 gap up. That will be nice for whoever's in it. 30-cent gap up. I would say that the volume so far is interesting. So this could be an interesting IPO to trade because the volumes, every candle's been over 40,000, with the exception of the halt, but not a full candle. Well, we were talking about having multiple streams of income earlier in the week. Anybody that's watching this channel today, any of you today that don't have more than one income source, sort it out. Get yourself a side hustle. You need multiple streams of income because they say the acronym JOB stands for just over broke, because if that's your only stream of income, then that means you're 3 paychecks away from destitution. Most people cannot live for 3 months without that paycheck, and you need more than one income source. And if you lose that job, if you've got savings in place, that's very wise. But then, what are you saving for? You don't want to be saving for, just so you can live your savings, so you can have a future. You can saving for nice holidays, or saving for, the down payments on the house. You don't want to be eating into your savings just because you've lost your job. What you want to be doing is have multiple streams of income so that you can actually have that financial freedom, financial independence. Worries from finances make all the difference to your life. Believe me. Trust me on that one. Okay, so this was 10-minute halt will be 17, so we've got a little while yet. Micro algo looks like it's trying to curl back round, so over 7 might be interesting. Probably not worth me even looking at it. It's not worth me looking at it. I'm done for the day. I've hit my goal, and I'm not getting greedy today. I'll ease back into, after 4 red days in a row. Yesterday, the first day green. Today again. So I'm going to ease back into it before I start looking for those big numbers again. But micro algo looks like it's still got some life in it. Well, I think that's going to be the key level, because that was $7 was the key level before it broke out. So that's really what we're going to look for. So a couple of attempts at $7 before it actually broke out, and then it pulled back really sharp after that. So if it gets back up to 7, does it manage to break over and hold this time? Well, have a great weekend, Brandon. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button before you actually leave. So enjoy your weekend. Have a good one. I'm going to switch over to Turbo Energy. So Turbo Energy, if it's a 10-minute halt, it should resume in about 20 seconds time. Well, let's see what happens. I've been enjoying trading these IPOs over the last couple of weeks, to be fair. Here, we looked at CTEX a few minutes ago, Massgaster. CTEX, not great volume on CTEX. M-Trax, not great volume. There's the resumption, and up you go. Straight into a downwards halt, maybe. No false halt. Testing that halt level to the side, 648. 648 halt to the downside. Is it going to stay above that? Oh, 792 halt to the upside. So we're a little way off that yet. Now's when I will be looking for the moves. There we go. Entry's just hit. $763 is the halt level. There you go. Halt to the upside again. False halt. 763 halt level. There again. 791 is now the halt level. I hope someone's in. I hope one of you's on this one. Yeah, it's good support. The problem with that, though, Colleen, is you're getting hard support on at 650 on micro algo. I'll come back to turbo in a moment. I just want to show this, okay? So remember when I'm talking about flat top breakouts, where you're getting higher resistance or higher support levels, but you've got this flat top resistance, and it usually breaks out with a lot. So now we're getting this flat bottom here, and if we're getting lower resistance, so you get lower swing highs onto a flat bottom, it will form what's known as a descending wedge into a flat bottom, and typically they're very bearish and break downwards. So just be careful about finding a support level that's consistent, because you need to look at what the swing highs are. If you're getting lower swing highs, that consistent support level is likely to break down. If flat bottoms break down, flat tops break up. Typically, that's what happens. So you need a new swing high for this to break. So the high of this swing high was 686. So 688, 690, and then we might be good to go again and retest $7. Yes, might be. We've just been looking at it. 76 cents there, Robin. That's good stuff. So you're over goal, I would imagine. Over $7, this will be of interest. If I hadn't locked my montage already because I'm over goal, over $7, this would be of interest. But right now, it's looking weak. I would say it's looking weak, just based on the volume, the lower, the less and less volume. If we get a nice strong volume candle comes in and a move up to test $7, then yeah, I'd say it's got legs. It's the testing that 688. that we're going to get over 690. Looking at the time and sales, some big thick wedges of green going through there. Doesn't look like it's yeah, it just looks like it's consolidating right now. I mean, I'll take another look at Turbo Energy in a moment, Mike, because it's halted at the moment, so we don't have to take a look at that. Halted to the downside this time. There we go. We break $7. I figured if it broke over $7, it's just past 7, but it's trying to hold 7 as a support. Now we're getting a bit of movement. Thought we might get a faster breakout than that, but look, it is what it is. Let's have a look at Turbo whilst this is moving up. If you're in it, good luck to you. I want to see what time. So that should resume at 25.42. So let's go back to micro algo. Did I have any self-doubt, Cal? Yeah, absolutely. I was close to quitting a couple of times. But I suppose, but for COVID, I probably wouldn't have carried on. But what was I going to do? Go out and do nothing? We're in lockdown, so I'd say that first 3 months was terrible for me. After that, I kind of started more out of necessity than anything else. Submerging myself into it and learning about market, learning about price action, learning about the fundamentals. And this is one of the reasons I prefer day trading to swing trading. Me personally, I'm lazy and I don't like to do the research, because you can just trade on a good catalyst and momentum if you're day trading. With swing trading, you need to do a little bit more background research on the stock, on the company, before you actually put your trade in place. It's not as shoot from the hip as day trading can be. And investing, absolutely, do your own research. Only put your money in reputable companies that are going to give you long-term benefits. At 27 cents, good 27 cents there, Robin. All green's good green. Yeah, absolutely, and that's the best thing you can do. Get green, stay green, get to goal and get out. I've been able to adhere to all of that today, and long may it continue. So I'm trying to put a nice green streak together now after having my biggest red streak in 2 years nearly. So I'm going to put a nice green streak together from here till the end of the month. At the very least, will be what I'm looking for. I actually say it's less risky, Ricky. Swing trading. and it doesn't need more money and hold. It does need more holding time. Doesn't need more money. That's all about risk and reward. So you take smaller sizes, but you have a bigger range. You set it and away you go. It's more risky if you don't do your research. If you're trying to swing trade on generic stocks, low flow generic stocks like we're day trading with, then yes, it's more risky because you have a higher chance that these volatile stocks are going to go against you. You don't swing trade in the same way these volatile stocks as you would day trade. A lot of these day trade stocks, you cash in on the intraday momentum because the day later it's gone again. Swing trade, you're looking for stocks that have a history of trending. So they'll hit a trend and they'll make a move and then they'll have continuation for 3 or 4 more days. And typically that's what mid and high cap stocks do. So you'll swing trade mid and high cap stocks typically. Day trade lower flow, more volatile stocks. New high of day. There you go. Micro algo at the up halt level. Is it going to sustain? It's at the halt level. False halt briefly. Is it going to go? Another false halt. So pulling back a little bit. Is it going to have another go at that 788? 802 the halt level now, so it may test the whole dollar. Halt level of 802. At that halt level, not quite on the bid, but here we are. We're at the halt level on the bid, so this should halt. Yeah, this is going to halt now. There you go. So 1028 should resume at 1033. Let's have a look at turbo that's halted. That's horrible. That is horrible. Halt up, gap down, push down, halt down. So this should resume in a little over 90 seconds. So this is a new IPO, and this is the volatility you get with IPOs sometimes. Look, I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Before I do, I'll just show you where I actually am. I'll give you an insight into my world. Okay, so here's my Benzinga. So this is how I've got my Benzinga set up. If you don't know what Benzinga is, it's what I use. It's my scanners and screeners, signals and alerts. Benzinga is really good. So I've got these 3 widgets popped out. That's what you can see on the YouTube stream. This is what it looks like on my workstation here. So this is Benzinga's more than just scanners and screeners. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic piece of kit. It really is. You can build watch lists. You can even do charts. If you do a chart like this, for example. Well, that's not for another half an hour. So you can do a chart like this, and it's TradingView. Look at that, TradingView in Benzinga. Without, I've got TradingView without having to pay for it or anything else. So the TradingView charts in Benzinga, it's really good. You can get the calendar for. I check this. First thing I do when I come to my trading desk in the morning is I check the calendar. Like, okay, what earnings are out today? Okay, what economic events are happening today? So US in particular. I'll look at IPOs. For example, huge gap down on Turbo Energy, but there you go. So these are the IPOs over the last month, and so just today, for example, looking at Friday, there's Turbo Energy, which is currently at 620s. So yeah, it's a fantastic piece of kit. If you're wondering how much does it cost, well, I've got you there, guys. So if you I'll come back to this in a second. You go to the links in the description on YouTube, or you go to my profile on TikTok, or your links in the description on Rumble, or wherever you're watching, or you're typing the what you can actually see there. It's Linktree, the TikTok trader, which is this page here. And these links here, you can get Benzinga here free for 14 days. Check it out, free for 14 days. I'll get a kickback if you do sign up with them. You don't need a credit card to just to try it, but I wouldn't be profitable without it. Don't pay full price if you do like it. DTWT 35% off whatever time frame you go for. They do occasionally have better offers occasionally, but very rarely. So the 35% off is probably the best price you're going to get. If you want to learn how to trade, come join the community. I'll teach you how to trade. You get the full course with Day Trade with Tony, complete Day Trade with Tony course. 18 hours of lecture material. What you can learn here. There's my face. Testimonials from people that have already taken the course. A lot of people on this stream already. Full syllabus there. Price points there. So come join the community. Not only do you get access to the education material, you get access to the private trading community, the Discord and chat room. You get access to exclusive content as well. You get access to all my trading e-library, my own personal trading e-library that I learned from. You get access to all of that. So yeah, I mean, it's even the e-library is worth more than like $500, $600 worth of books that I learned from that you get access to straight away. So we would check that out. If you enjoy the stream and you want to support the channel, go and buy some merchandise. We've got hoodies with all the usual catchphrases. Just a fat guy on the internet. Stay green. Get green. Stay green. Mugs, teddy bears, passport covers, whatever you want. I'll get one of those Bluetooth speakers. I've not got one of those. So I'll get one of those for the missus. And wireless charging speakers. Whatever you want, I've got it with the relevant logos and catchphrases. And if you are going to be trading, log your trades. And I can't say this more vehemently enough. If you're not logging your trades, start logging your trades. It's how you learn how to improve your trading. You need to be logging your trades, okay? I use TraderView. There's a link in it. The links are all to all this is in the description. I use TraderView. What is TraderView? What does it look like? This is TraderView. So this is my September on TraderView. As you can see, I had 4 red days in a row, losing money for 4 days. I was a losing trader this last week. Had a day over goal yesterday, another day over goal today. So I'm back to being a profitable trader again. If I look at the details for September, I've had as many red days as green days. But I'll be over 50k now. So 50k for September. That's not a bad month's work. We've still got another week left next week. If I look at where I've been going wrong, my accuracy is pretty much the same. So success versus losing trades, winning trades is the same. I'm a 2-to-1 ratio there. The problem I've had is my risk reward's not been too bad either. Is hold times. I've been holding on to losers too long. I've been holding on to losers longer than I've been holding on to winners, and that's what I've been doing wrong. Pre-market, I've been losing more pre-market. I need to stop trading pre-market. That's where all the losses have come this month. So yeah, I mean, if I look at drawdown as of today, 4k, we've made 6k, so we're out of drawdown. So it's next week's a fresh start. We go again next week. We do it all over again next week, and hopefully next week will be 100% green. 5 green days next week is what the expectation is and what we're aiming for. So if I'll come to that. It's a good question, Jayesh. And there's pros and cons for both. So yeah, I'll just switch over to the charts because Turbo is back over to the chart. Okay, MLGO should be coming up for resumption in a little over a minute. So just under 2 minutes. Just under 2 minutes. Let's go back to Turbo whilst we're watching for that. So yeah, it's a very good question, that one, Jayaj. And the question is for those on YouTube is, am I funding my day trading personally or via limited, and deciding which to use? So it depends on your jurisdiction. It depends on what your objective is. Speak to a CPA or an accountant and get some advice first and foremost. Because depending on where your jurisdiction, if you're in Gibraltar or the Bahamas or somewhere else like that, and you're trading personally under your own name, then it's tax-free. But if you're not trading in one of those tax havens in your own name, it's not tax-free. So you get hit with capital gains tax. Now, depending on the region you are, capital gains tax can be quite substantial. It might be less substantial. Now, if you're trading under a limited company, a big advantage of trading under a limited company is if, let's say, for example, you go long on a position. Let's say it's $10 a share. You take 1,000 shares. That's $10,000 that you're in for. And let's just say that gets suspended from insider trading or some criminal activities or whatever. Suspended trading, news halt. You're in it, $10,000. It's a $10,000 account. Okay, so you're in it for a full amount, and it gets suspended. Then it gets delisted from the NASDAQ. Then the company goes bankrupt. All the while, you've got shares there, and you're only a minority shareholder, so you're the last person to get paid back. So you could lose all of that, and that's your own personal record. Now, if you're leveraged, and here's the big thing: if you're leveraged in a personal account, if you're using margin, if you've got a $5,000 account and you're in for $10,000 and you lose it all, the broker's going to come after you. Okay? If it's a limited company, they can't touch you. Okay? You can wind the company up, in which case you just move on as a director of the company. It doesn't impact your personal wealth. And that's why one of the main benefits of trading in a limited company or an LLC or whatever it is that you want to call it, over your own, you're limiting your liabilities, and that's the whole point. Okay. The other thing is tax issues. So speak to your wherever you're based, your CPA, your accountant, about the tax benefits of trading in an LLC or a limited company over trading as an individual versus the implications of whether. Personally, I would say if you're going to be trading with a broker, if you're going to be using leverage, if you're going to be using margin, then it's better to trade as a company, because if you do get hit for whatever amount because you've been over leveraged and you blow up the account, or the account gets blown up, not necessarily you get blown up, but the account gets blown up and you're max leveraged, they can't come after you for the balance, they come after the company and wind the company up. Now, if you've got money in the company, fine. If you've got assets in the company, fine. But if you've not, they can't come after you about your home, your car, or your personal fortune, your pension, or anything else. And that's always something that just to be safe with. Okay, there you go. So, and for me, I have a limited company. All right, micro algo just resumed. Looks like it's forming a narrowing wedge, a narrowing triangle here. So we're getting higher lows, lower highs. But on this up, this could be a flag. I'm getting a little bit of FOMO now. after getting out at $7. Super chip, second green day over gold. So yeah, I'm just going to lock it down. I'm going to switch it off, and I've got a call at 11 anyway with the Benzinga guys. So you guys enjoy your weekend. I'm going to enjoy my weekend. Relax. If you're near the beach, enjoy the beach. I will. And I'll see you guys on Monday, 8:30 a.m. market time. We do it all again on Monday, as usual. Another week left of September. So September, Saturday is the end. So next week is the last week of September. So let's finish strong. 5 green days is what we're aiming for. Hopefully we'll be able to manage it. Okay? And I'll see you all on Monday. Enjoy yourself, guys.